Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, home to the Yukon Huskies. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Yukon Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Connecticut's offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. To the air on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Yukon offense goes back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The short hands, it's Edwards. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th.
On the double.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. That's caught. It's Porter. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't.
Oh, he's got some space. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down at the 26-yard line. Pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Okay, ready?
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Ready, set.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. UConn going back to work on offense. Finds his man. It's Hicks. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to power their way ahead. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll sneak it. Picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Calandria working that wide receiver screen. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UConn offense goes back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last.
Breaks into the open
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good to see. Scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, UConn! Fitted in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a crease, it's McGee. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Calandria. With the catch, it's McGee. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UConn going back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him this time.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He'll throw on third down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. He got it. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. And we're all square as he set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Leaves it with the running back. Found a... running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up. A yard short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've is designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback.
Headed to the end zone.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down.
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like...
Touchdown, UConn! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Scooped up by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Watson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's McGee. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Tosses it incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The run from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Smashes ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Defense might bring the house here. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it spots it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Turning it on. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The UConn offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick handoff. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end now in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, the inside give. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Finds his tight end. Smashes through the tackle. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Caught on the outside, it's Henry. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
UConn going back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Out of the backfield, he's open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Open space at the 25. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Not much good can come out of throwing it here. Unleashes to the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. It came down to the final quarter. Bunch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese.